I'm your tournament MC, Roll Top, and I'd like to welcome you all to the first ever worldwide tournament of Thera! We hope you all are excited for today's action-packed card fights as teams from across the world have to compete all for the sacred wish being offered by the game's and tournament's creator, Alec Muffler, but we'll get more on him later. Even if it was only a few months ago that the game was released to the public, it spurred in popularity almost immediately and quickly rose to the top as the #1 trading card game in the world. These teams have come a long way to be here today. Although it was sprung on them quickly, I do not doubt that all of them are prepared and have what it takes to reach the end of this tournament. Now that's enough talking from me. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls alike, without further ado, let the tournament begin! Now go, Revan! Give him everything you've got and hit him hard with your true Crimson Supremacy! Episode 1, The Red Dragon Rises. Hey, Hiro. Hiro? Earth to Hiro, you there? What? What did you say? I was trying to ask you how you did on your math test, and then you blanked out. Oh, sorry, Steve. I don't know why, but I've been out of it lately. Out of it lately? What do you mean, Hiro? You ever feel like something is just missing? Like there's something more waiting right in front of you, but you just can't see it? Are you okay? You've been talking weird since this morning. What's going on, man? I don't know. I just had this dream recently where I'm just in a black void, but out of nowhere I can just hear like this roar from somewhere in front of me. A roar? What do you mean you hear a roar? Like I said, I just hear a roar. That roar, whatever it is, always rings through my body. It feels like it's lighting my soul on fire. Like I'm standing beside something or someone powerful. Sometimes, Hiro, I worry about you. Yeah, you're starting to sound like Maya and Liv. They're always worrying about me, and maybe they should. And you did just tell me about constantly hearing a roar in your dreams. Whatever, it's fine. Whoa, look at the time! It's already 3:36. Liv will have my head if I'm not by the hospital soon. But don't you work today? Wouldn't Liv be annoyed if you skipped a shift? Well, yeah, but she doesn't have to know. Plus, I picked up a few shifts the other night, so I'm covered. Well, kind of. Kind of how? Well, I covered some of my coworkers' shifts, and I'm pretty sure they'll cover for me. Did you ask them to cover for you? Well, no, but... You never learn, do you, Hiro? It's fine. Now, do you want to keep roasting me over the fire, or do you want to come and see Liv with me? Yeah, sure. I'll go see Liv with you. Someone has to be there to see her reaction of your dreaming roars. Sometimes, Steve, I wonder why I tell you things. Because we're friends. That's why. Card Cosmos, come check out our new game, or whatever. Soji, don't forget you have to be passionate for people to want to play. Fine then, you show me how it's done then. Touché. Hayate, if you don't mind, can you come help us? Oops, gotta go. Have fun, and don't be afraid to ask for more help if you need it. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry to bother you, Hayate, but we need someone to introduce people who pass by into Thera and get them interested enough to walk into the shop. But isn't that Shoji's job? Yeah, but apparently I'm not passionate enough for the job. Mock me if you want, Shoji. You know it's true. Yeah, whatever. So Hayate, you think you can help us out a little? For you, Shoji? Anything. Okay, that's enough for you two. I swear, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you're both dating. Me and Shoji? Yeah, right. Anyway, yeah, sure. I'll show you how it's done. Watch this. Hey, Hayate, shouldn't you take a flag or a sign? I don't need a sign for what I'm planning. What is she? You knew this was coming the second you asked Hayate for help. This is just how she does things. You're right. But I wish she didn't just walk up to some random strangers, though. Hey, you guys over there! Come out and check out our game! Huh? What game? Good enough. Hey, wait, what are you? Come on, I'll show you. What about you? Oh, I actually have something I gotta do. Sorry. Well, that's fine. Come on, kid. Let's go play a game. Wait, I still don't know what's going on. Like I said, I'll show you. I guess I'll see you later then, Hiro. Bye. Steve, come over here and help me. Sorry, Hiro. Like I said, I have to go do something at that one place. Let's talk tomorrow. Bye. Steve, come back here, you coward. Say hi to Liv for me later. Thanks. Steve, I swear the next time I see you, I'll... And that's how you do it. And that's why I love her. Keep it up, lover boy. But Hayate, did you really just have to grab the guy off the street and drag him here? Well, how was I supposed to do it? You know what? Never mind. Shoji, we might as well go help introduce the newbie because we both know what happened the last time Haoje introduced someone on her own. I have no idea what you're talking about, but yeah, we should probably help. Hey, help with what? I still don't know what's going on. Oh, you'll see. Now come on, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about in Card Cosmos. Can you let go of me now? Don't worry, you're gonna love it. Now let's get to the back to get started. The back? What is wrong with you guys? Wait, Hayate, he doesn't have a song yet. We need to bring him to the counter first. Oh, right. Fine. Come on. What's your name? It's Hiro. Hiro? Why does that name sound familiar? It's because he's in our class. His name is Hiro Kamado. He's a 9th grade freshman and 14 years old. Huh? How do you know all that? We are in the same class. My name is Shoji Yurei. This is my sister, Aika Manami, and that's Hayate Yutaka. Your crush? Shut up, Aika. Uh-huh. Okay, sure. Anyway, why did you drag me into the shop again? Well, isn't it simple? No, it isn't. Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. My bad. You're here because recently the shop got a new game introduced to its catalog, and we're trying to get people to try it out. A new game? You could have just said that instead of dragging me here. Jeez, I said I was sorry. Well, you're here now, so you might as well try it out. If it'll get this over with, then sure. I'll try out the game. What's it called anyways? Thera. Thera? Well, if I'm gonna play, I have to ask. How do I play Thera? Okay guys, I'll start us off. First, in order to play Thera, you need to choose a song, Hiro. A song? Yeah. A song is a deck of 50 cards made up of triggers, runes, traps, spells, and creatures. Each has unique abilities that'll create bold strategies which will lead you to victory. Triggers, runes, traps, spells, and creatures? Yes, those are the 5 types of cards in the game, but more on those later. Back to the song. Songs are composed of one nation that cannot be mixed with the others. There are 5 nations all to choose from. All of the songs are equally nice. My personal favorite is the Mechanical Beings of Lagro. They are an advanced technological race that were built in order to defend their world, and were given great power to accomplish that mission. Lagro is okay if you like robots, but if you want something cool, then look no further than Jaffir, which contains the most powerful wizards who have the coolest spells in their arsenal. With them, you can break the seal and drag your opponent into the darkness. Oh hey Kyoshi, I didn't know you were coming by today. Oh, I wasn't planning on coming in today, but then I was walking by, I saw Hayate dragging that boy, so I thought I should come help out considering last time. Oh come on, it wasn't that bad. What happened last time? That's not important. That's Kyoshi Mikado. He's a friend of ours. Anyways, back to what we were saying. Aika and Shoji are right if you're into robots, wizards, and stuff like that, but they're not as cool as the ultimate combo song of Sauron. It's filled with necromancers and spirits who ride the winds and dazzle the opponents with magnificent combos that allow you to take control of the match with ease. Don't forget about the divine angels from Lyrica though. The creatures that inhabit it represent the light, the opposite of Jaffir's darkness, and focus on gathering allies to the board and attacking swiftly. It's definitely a cool song to play and definitely better than Sauron. Okay, well, no one asked you, Kyoshi. I'm just stating the facts. That's all. They're distracted. Now's my chance to leave. Huh? Where did that come from? Crimson Flames? What's going on? This feeling. This is... Crimson Flames looks pretty cool. What about this one? Oh, that's the fiery dragons from Arizon. They gain power through card abilities and are capable of breaking through any defense with ease. In this song, they only rely on their key card and only need that to win. The Dragons of Arizon? I think I'll go with Crimson Flames then. Figures, that song fits you perfectly. A simple song for a simple person like you. Soji, don't be rude, but I do have to admit he has a point that the song just seems to fit you. I can't really explain it, but it feels like it was meant for you. Yeah, I know what you mean. It feels like something is just calling to me. Calling to you? I never thought it was possible, but it turns out we found someone weirder than you, Hayate. Hey! That's not funny, Aika. Oh, and what do we have here? Oh, hi, Dad. Dad? Yeah, this is Shoji's and my dad, Mr. Minami. He's the owner of the shop and the one that wants people to get into Thera. So, you're the shop owner? That's right. So tell me, young man, are you interested in our new game, Thera? Oh, well, these 4 over there are trying to get me to play this game and tried to get me to choose a song so I can play. Starting with the song first. Good decision, you 4. So then, do you know what song you want to use? I think I'm gonna go with this one, Crimson Flames. An interesting choice, since it was these 4 that showed you around, and nothing's broken this time. Hayate, I'll give you this one on the house. Hope you enjoy the game of Thera. Yesterday, the creator of the game just installed a little surprise in the back there for people interested in Thera, so why don't you go be the first to check it out? It's locked unless you use these keys. Thanks, Dad. Okay, Hiro, since you're new, I'll be your opponent just because Shoji isn't the nicest person to play against when you're new, and Hayate doesn't understand how to hold back against a newbie. And as for Kyoshi, well, yeah, so I'll be your opponent. So let's go and the others can watch what they want. Let's see where the elevator takes us. Oh, I wonder what it's gonna look like. Same here. They just put it in, so we'll be the first ones to see it. Whatever it is, the newbie is going to get the best first experience out of all of us. Whoa. This is a big room. I wonder why it's like that. Maybe to enhance the feeling of the battle? I don't really know. Wow, this looks so cool. I wish I was the one fighting right now. You can fight me. What? Nothing. Let's just explain the rules to Hiro. If I may get a word in, I think I'll learn better in the match rather than you just telling me. Okay, if that's your decision, then let's go ahead and move on to the match. Aika walks towards the left table and Hiro goes to the right table. Shoji, Hayate, and Kyoshi walk closer to the tables as well. Okay, so to start the game, both players shuffle their songs and place them down in the song zone. Hiro nods and they both shuffle their songs before placing them in the song zone. Then what? Next, both players draw 5 cards from the top of their song. Like this. Aika draws the top 5 cards. Earlier we said there are 5 different cards in Thera. There are creatures who can be played on the field and attack your opponent. Spells, which can act as support in your combos and be unpredictable. There are also runes, which stay on the field long after being played until their maintenance cost isn't met. Traps, which lay in your hand and can change the course of the game if your opponent is unprepared. And finally, triggers. Each song is allowed up to 10 triggers, consisting of heals, which can recover damage, draws, which allow you to draw a card, and damage triggers, which allow you to deal 1 damage to your opponent. A song is allowed 50 cards and up to 4 copies with the same name as each other, and it's up to the player of how they want to build their song with that space. Was that too much info? Nah, I think I got the gist of it. Anyway, are there more rules that I need to learn before we start the game? I thought you said you wanted to learn through gameplay. Right. So then let's go ahead and get started, and we'll continue the rest of the rules when we get there. So I guess I'll draw my 5 cards. Hiro draws the top 5 cards. Oh, I almost forgot about your mulligan. Mulligan? What's that? After you draw your 5 cards, you're allowed to send any cards that you don't want in your hand back to the bottom of your song, and draw the same amount equal to the cards sent back, and then shuffle your song. It's best to send back triggers or cards that are difficult to summon. I think I'll send 2 back. Aika sends 2 cards to the bottom, draws 2, and shuffles. I think I'll do the same. Hiro sends back 2 cards to the bottom, draws 2, and shuffles. I think we're both ready to start the game unless there's anything else I should know now. No, you'll learn the rest when we get there. To start the match, we both say Knowledge Release, Grimoire Open. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Knowledge Release, Grimoire Open! The field begins to go as the camera pans around the entire field. Since this is your first game, I'll go first. The turn phases go as follow. First comes the start phase. This is where the turn begins. The table flashes white momentarily before fading. Then comes the draw phase. As it sounds, you draw 1 from the top of your song. Aika draws 1 card. You know you don't need to explain that, right? It's pretty self-explanatory. Soji, not now. It's best to be as clear as possible when reading the rules. I mean, we all know how long it took for you to learn that rule. Not true. We both know it didn't take that long. How long did it take? 3 days. You too, Hayate? You know we're just joking with you, Shoji. Sure you are. Sorry for getting sidetracked. Anyways, the next step is the stand phase, but we'll get to that later. Finally comes the main phase. This phase is where we can summon any creatures up to a collective level of 3 a turn, and play any spells or runes. So to demonstrate, I'll summon the level 1 creature, Scrap Metal. Scrap Metal appears onto the field. Whoa, that's cool. I didn't know we actually got the chance to see the creatures in person. Why didn't you tell me that to begin with? Honestly, we didn't even know this could happen. This is our first time entering this room too, so maybe that's why we see the creatures. Hayate points to Scrap Metal. Guys, look at it! Isn't it so cool? I call it next game because I can't wait to see my creatures in action. Well, I guess I'll take you on next. My angels will descend onto the battlefield. What do you think about it, Shoji? It's fine. The sight isn't the best thing to see. Then again, that makes sense considering the creatures we're looking at is from Lagro, not the best looking nation. Why do you always have to be like that, Shoji? Hey, can we get back to the fight now? I want to go ahead and play some creatures of my own. Sorry. Anyways, after the main phase comes the attack phase, but the player going first can't attack on their first turn, so after comes the end phase, where the turn ends. It's your turn now. Right. Okay, let's see here. First comes the start phase. The table flashes white momentarily before fading. Wow, that's cool. You know you don't have to announce the start phase every time, right? Yeah, I know now. Anyways, now the draw phase. Hiro draws 1 card. Okay, next was the stand phase, but nothing was done there yet, so I guess I'll go to the main phase. Looks at his hand, then at Aika. I can summon creatures whose combined levels equal up to 3, right? That's right. Hiro nods and smiles. Then in that case, I summon the level 2 Dragon Rider and level 1 Crimson Draco Kid. Dragon Rider's spear pierces through the camera as Dragon Rider rides onto the field while Crimson Draco Kid slashes up the camera and appears. 2 spirits right off the gate with high power. That's what you have to expect when playing against Arizon. Is there anything else you want to do? Of course. On your turn, you said the player going first can't attack on the first turn, but last I checked, it's no longer the first turn, so now it's time for me to enter my attack phase. Hiro changed his stance, causing Aika to brace herself. So, good question. How do I attack? The others fall down in disbelief that he doesn't know how to attack. Right. Sorry. I didn't tell you earlier. When you declare an attack, you choose the creature you want to attack with and turn it sideways. This places it into the rest state and starts the attack. But remember, when attacking, you have to pay attention to the attacking creature's power and the defending creature's power. If it is even, both creatures are destroyed. If yours is stronger, yours is destroyed and vice versa. Okay, got it. So with that in mind, I attack your Scrap Metal with my Crimson Draco Kid. Hero rests Crimson Draco Kid. My 100 power beats your 50 power. Crimson Draco Kid nods, runs towards Scrap Metal and dodges it with its arms that try to hit it and slice the queens through the center, which destroys it and causes wind to blow towards Aika. Aika grunts as the wind blows over her. Whoa, that was intense. I guess these battles are definitely more real in this place. There we go, I destroyed my first creature! Good job, Crimson! Crimson Draco looks back at him and gives him a thumbs up, which Hiro smiles at. That's not the only thing you accomplished. You see, when only your opponent's creature is destroyed in battle, they receive 1 damage point. To do this, you flip over the top card of your song. This is called a damage check. Ika places her hand over the song and reveals the top card. So damage check, no trigger. It's the creature, spare parts. Sometimes during these damage checks, you might find triggers. The trigger cards that we talked about earlier have special markings at the top of them, and are what you hope to check during damage checks. Once checked, you move the checked card into the damage zone and continue with the turn. Ika moves the damage check spare parts into the damage zone. Okay, that's a damage check. Then here, I'll attack you again with my Dragon Rider. Hiro rests Dragon Rider. Whoa, no hesitation. I'll take this. Dragon Rider runs up to Ika and strikes her with his spear as a barrier shows up blocking the attack from hitting her, but wind pressure still presses down on her. That was even stronger than the last one. You okay, Ika? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just not used to the pain yet. That's all. Anyways, damage check. Ika reveals the top card for song. Oh, here's an example of a trigger. A draw trigger. You remember what we said earlier about these? When checked, I draw 1 card. Ika draws 1. Then it goes into the damage zone. Ika sends the draw trigger to the damage zone. With no creatures left to attack, this is normally where the turn end phase is declared. Okay then, I have my turn. You picked up fast with the attacks. We didn't even have to tell you about direct attacks and how they work. It just felt natural. Natural, huh? That's good. But now it's my turn. I draw. And just like you, I'll call 2 creatures. Come on out, level 2 Mender Droid and level 1 spare parts. A fist punches through the camera as 2 creatures walk through the hole. Next, I'll place the rune, extra funds, on my field. An arch appears behind Ika with the parts and money falling out of it. In his head. So that's a rune. If I remember correctly, they said it stays on the field after being played. That's one problem I just have to keep track of. Now it's time to attack. Ika and Hiro prepare their battle stances. I attack your Dragon Rider with my Mender Droid, and now I activate my gift check. Gift check? What's that? Oh sorry, we forgot to tell you. I'll tell him what it is. A gift check is where you pay 1 to do what is basically a damage check on your turn. But instead of going to the damage zone, the checked card goes to your hand instead. But let's not forget that gift checks only belong to level 2s or higher. She was getting there. No need to finish Hayate's sentences for her. Soji likes Hayate. Don't you dare finish that sentence, Ika. Fine. You always gotta ruin the fun, Shoji. Anyways, do you understand the gift checks, Hiro? So it's a chance to get extra cards and trigger chances. That seems helpful. Except, how do you pay? You're right. So when you pay for a card's ability or do gift checks, you flip the face-up card to your damage zone equal to the pay cost face down. Okay, seems simple enough. Nods. Now back to the check. I pay 1 to check the top card. Ika reveals the top card for song. Gift check. A damage trigger. With this damage trigger, 1 damage is dealt to you. Machine parts fall from the sky towards Hiro. Ah! Hiro looks up to the falling spears. The gears land and make contact. Oof, that's gotta hurt. Oh, I hope he's okay. Don't worry, I'm fine. A barrier can be seen around Hiro. It faintly glimmers before disappearing. A barrier to protect you from direct damage? Neat, huh? I don't know what it is, but it saved my skin. Now back to the game. My damage check. Young Guard Draco Kid. Damage without attacking. That's a damage trigger. But wait, aren't both creatures destroyed since their power is even? Yes, they both are destroyed, but neither player will take damage. Mender Droid swings a punch at Dragon Rider while Rider tries to pierce it with his spear. Both attacks connect at the same time and both creatures are destroyed. Don't worry, Dragon Rider, I'll avenge you. I'm not done yet. I attack your Crimson Draco Kid with spare parts. Spare parts goes in and swings a punch at Draco Kid while it throws its sword at spare parts. Just like last time, they both hit at the same time and they both get destroyed. You fought hard, Draco Kid. Don't worry, I'll make sure to avenge you too. And with that, I end my turn. Are you enjoying the game so far, Hiro? Nods and smiles. This game is fun. Something tells me this isn't the highest we can go. What do you mean? It's nothing. It's my turn. I draw, and I call second Crimson Draco Kid along with my new friend, Hammer Dragon. Hammer Dragon's hammer cracks the ground as Hammer Dragon flies down and picks up the hammer while Crimson Draco Kid slashes at the camera and appears again. And since you're wide open, I attack you with my Hammer Dragon first. And because it's level 2, I pay my only damage in order to do a gift check. Hiro builds the top card of his song. It's also a damage trigger like yours, so I guess it's payback time! A circle of fire appears and blasts flames at Ika, which causes the barrier to form around her, but is destroyed by the impact. Ika carves herself with her arms. Whew, that was hot. Damage check. Imitator Droid. So no trigger. Don't forget that Hammer Dragon's attack is still on. Get in there, Hammer Dragon! Hammer Quake! Hammer Dragon flies up and slams his hammer on the ground, sending out a massive shockwave towards Ika, which causes a barrier to form around her, but is shattered by the impact. You're getting better at this. Damage check. Keeper of Technology Shaylee. No trigger. Looks at Hammer Dragon, whose card is glowing. Huh? Is that... Ika stops. Right. At the end of the battle, Hammer Dragon does damage. I get to draw 1 card. Hiro draws 1. He looks at the card and places it with his rest. Now go! I attack with my Crimson Draco Kid. Crimson Draco Kid throws its blade and flies towards Ika, which causes the barrier to form, but it's shattered by the blade. That was a good one. My damage check. Construction Droid. no trigger. Now with that one done, I'm out of attacks, meaning I end my turn. He's picking up the game pretty fast. I mean, he managed to use Hammer Dragon's ability to draw without us even telling him. Yeah, he's doing really well for his first battle. True, but we all know this is just the start. Aika hasn't shown her ace yet. My turn. Start phase and draw phase. And now for my stand phase. My face down damage gets flipped face up. Aika flips her face down damage face up. What? Your damage gets unflipped? So you can just pay whatever you want with your damage and it'll be refunded on the next turn? Yep, it happens at the start of the stand phase. Along with being able to stand resting creatures, you get your face down damage back. It gives the player more freedom to make risky decisions more often. Of course, there is a drawback to such a thing. The more cards you play on one turn, the less you can play on the next turn. So you still must be smart with your resources. But it still makes the game exciting! You are right there. Cool. But if you guys are done talking, can we continue the match? Aika cracked a smile. Well, if you want to continue, let's continue. First, I enter the main phase. Then I'll pay 1 to give extra funds a new ability. The arch behind Aika glows yellow. It'll remain the way to the end of the rest of the turn. I summon Mender Joy from my hand, followed by spare parts once again. A fist punches through the camera as the two creatures walk through the hole. Again with those two? Well, that's fine, because my Hammer Dragon and Crimson Joy could have more power. I'm not done yet, Hiro. Huh? I pay 2 and use Mender Droid's ability. Combine! Combine? What's that? It's a specialty of my constructs. By paying to the cost, I can destroy creatures up to the combine value, which in Mender's case is 2, and then I can combine the destroyed creature's level to summon a creature from my song. So if you destroy Mender Droid and spare parts, you'll get to summon a level 3. Yes, and this card is my partner who is made up from the power of his friends. Here she goes again with this. Shoji stops. Shoji? I swear? The camera pans to Aika staring angrily at Shoji. Okay. Under his breath. Jeez, she always gets serious about this. The camera pans back to Aika clearing her throat and holding the card. Anyways, back to what I was saying. My partner is made up by the power of his friends. Come to this battlefield and conquer with your mechanical fury. Appear! Ruin Maker Droid! The camera shows Mender Droid and spare parts rushing towards each other and breaking apart as their parts combine with one another. Loud clinks and clanks can be heard as the parts are nearly finished combining. At the end of the process, Ruin Maker falls from the sky and lands perfectly. What is that thing? This is my ace creature, the Ruin Maker Droid. A level 3 with 250 power. Now onto its effect. When it enters the field, all other creatures with a lower level than itself are destroyed. So Hammer Dragon and Crimson Dragon are destroyed. Go Ruin Maker! Ruin Maker moved his hands forward and crushed Hammer and Crimson under them. No! Hammer! Crimson! Hiro cracks his fist in regret. And I'm not done yet, Hiro! Thanks to the effect I gave extra funds earlier, I'm allowed to draw 1 card. And thanks to spare parts, I get to draw another since it was destroyed due to Combine. Aika draws 2, and nods at it and looks up at Hiro. Now it's time to attack! Get in there, Ruin Maker! Mechanical Fury! And by paying 1, gift check! Bring it on! Hiro braced himself. Gift check! Damage trigger! That means 2 damage is heading your way, Hiro! Go! Machine parts fall from the sky, dealing damage to Hiro. Ruin Maker also brings his hands together and slams them on the barrier protecting Hiro and breaks it, which causes Hiro to fall. Ah! Hiro catches himself on the ground and stands back up. That was fierce. Whoa. Aika is really a different person once Ruin Maker comes out, isn't she? That's just Aika getting serious. I'd be lying if I wasn't a bit terrified of her when she's like this, but this is good because now the newbie will experience real Thera. Oh no, are you okay? Repossesses himself. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry about that. I tend to get a bit caught up in the moment once Ruin Maker comes out. No problem, you're okay. You just got excited. Now my damage checks. First one is Drago Kid of the Flaming Fist, and the other is Dragon Rider. So is it my turn now? Oh yeah, sorry. I am my turn. Hiro nods. Cool. My go. Start phase. Draw phase. Stand phase. My damage unflips, and now for the main phase. Hiro looks at his hand and smiles. Okay, I've got a plan. First, once more, I summon Hammer Dragon. Hammer Dragon flies in from behind Hiro. Then I summon Drago Kid of the Flaming Fist to back him up. Drago Kid of the Flaming Fist punches through the camera and lands next to Hammer Dragon. Finally, I play my rune. Strength of Arizon. A flag appears behind Hiro. I now pay 1 3 times, so all of my creatures get plus 150 power. Hero creatures glow red. Now I enter my attack phase and have my Hammer Dragon attack your Ruin Maker. Hiro rests Hammer Dragon. You may have 250 power, but my dragon has 300 power, which makes it stronger. Get in there, Hammer Dragon! Hammer Dragon goes flying into Ruin Maker, ready to destroy it. Aika grabs a card from her hand. Aika smiles. Here's a thing you can do, Hiro. When your creature's being attacked, you can defend it with the cards in your hand. Aika throws Construction Droid from her hand to the drop zone. Guard with Construction Droid! Construction Droid appears and takes the hit in place of Ruin Maker. Wait, what? What's guarding? Are you serious? I know he's a newbie, but he should be able to understand guarding. Shoji, go easy on the guy. It's his first time. Kyoshi nods. I'll explain this one. You see the shield icon on the right of the cards. Those indicate that they can be used to guard. And to guard, you use the creature's attack power to defend with and add it to your current defending power. If you add it to a creature, you combine their power totals. If your guard total is equal or more than the attack total, the attack is guarded. Don't you think that would have been something helpful to tell me earlier? You said you would learn through gameplay. You're just honoring your wish. Hiro rolls his eyes in annoyance, smiling. So, you're gonna end your turn now or no? Shakes his head. No, I'm not done yet. Draco Kid with the Flaming Fist. Attack! And with its skill, it'll gain another 50 power for the turn. Flaming Fist, punch! Draco Kid with the Flaming Fist leaps towards Rule Maker Droid. Once more, I guard your attack. This time with Imitator Droid. Imitator Droid appears and catches Flaming Fist attack in its hands before disappearing. Dang it, I really thought that all-out power combo would work. I end my turn. It's my turn then. Start phase, draw phase, stand phase. My Rule Maker stands and my face down damage is unflipped. Rule Maker Droid stands tall in Aika's field. Now for the main phase. In it, I'll summon another Construction Droid and Mender Droid. Construction Droid and Mender Droid enter the field. Then I'll pay 1 to give extra funds another ability. The arch behind Aika glows yellow. It'll remain this way for the rest of the turn. And I use Construction Droid's Combine ability and combine 2. So you're getting another Rule Maker? Not exactly. First, thanks to scrap metal being in my drop zone, instead of destroying a construct for Combine, I can shuffle it into my song. So I'll shuffle scrap metal back into my song and destroy Construction Droid in order to summon another Mender Droid from my song. A hole opened up in the middle of the stadium and scrap metal appeared from it. Construction Droid and scrap metal come together. A fist punches through the mold made by the two and Mender Droid appears. Now thanks to Extra Fun's new ability, all creatures special summoned this turn get an additional 100 power for the turn. Give 100 power? That ability is different from last time. Right. With my rune, by paying 1, I can give it one of 2 effects. This time I chose to give it the one that increases power. And for this reason, I enter the attack phase. Hiro braced himself. Now Mender Droid with 200 power, attack Draco Kid with a Flaming Fist with a gift check. Hiro looks at his hand and looks back up. I don't guard. Sorry, Draco Kid. Then here's the gift check. A damage trigger, meaning I get to deal 1 more damage. Again? Come on! Machine parts fall from the sky and shatter the barrier that forms around Hiro. Mender Droid throws a punch at a Flaming Fist who dodges and tries to counter with his own punch. Mender Droid takes it and doesn't move but smashes its fist over Flaming Fist's head and destroys it, causing a gust of wind to be sent towards Hiro. Hiro is pushed backward and regains his stance. Damage checks. Young Guard, Draco Kid, and Dragon Rider. Neither are triggers. Hiro smiles at Aika. Come on at me, Aika. I know you've got more. In her head. Huh? What is he thinking? He sure is interesting, out loud. I attack Hammer Dragon Rule Maker Droid, and I pay 1 to add a gift check. Hiro separates a card in his hand from the rest. Go, Young Guard Draco Kid, and its skill activates. By discarding it from my hand, your attack is nullified. Young Guard Draco Kid leaps out from behind Hiro and surrounds Hammer Dragon with a barrier. What? What's wrong, Shoji? He just played a nullified. That's the problem. He's supposed to be a newbie, but here he is activating card skills left and right without us telling him. Maybe he's just a natural. Nah. I just read the card. Soji, Hayate, and Kyoshi stare at Hiro blankly. Yeah, it wasn't that hard. Anyways, continue your attack, Aika. Nods. Right. Go gift check. Another draw trigger. I draw 1 card. Aika draws 1 card as Rune Maker grasps his hands together and slams them towards the barrier protecting Hammer Dragon. Rune Maker's fist bounces off, causing the barrier to fade and for Hammer Dragon and Young Guard Draco Kid to spare a smile before Young Guard Draco Kid disappears. You're doing well, Hiro. I end my turn. He's slowly using more and more hand cards each turn. It's over for him. Soji turns to leave. Don't leave yet, Shoji. You never know what could happen. She's right. It's not over until it's over. Looks at Hiro enjoying himself and scoffs. Fine. I guess I'll stay. My move! Start phase! Draw phase! Stand phase! My damage gets unflipped and main phase! Hiro adds the card he drew to his hand and separates another from the rest. First, I'll summon a second Draco to the Flaming Fist. Hiro throws the card onto the field, causing Draco to the Flaming Fist to punch through the camera and land next to Hammer Dragon. Next, I'll pay 2 in order to use Strength of Arizon's effect and give both of my creatures an extra 100 power. Hiro's creatures glow red. Now Hammer Dragon with 250 power, go and attack that Mender Droid, and I pay 1 for a gift check. I don't guard. Gift check. Damage trigger. Once more, an extra damage is dealt. A circle of fire appears and blasts flames at Aika, causing a barrier to form around her, but it's destroyed by the impact. Hammer Dragon then roars, charges in, and smashes Mender Droid with its hammer, destroying it and sending a fierce gust of wind towards Aika. Damage check. First check, Keeper of Technology Shaylee, and Rune Maker Droid. There goes my safeguard. I really could have used her here. Well, I'm not done yet, because thanks to Hammer Dragon, I get to draw another card. Hiro draws 1. And now I'll attack your other Mender Droid with my Draco Kid of the Flaming Fist. And with his effect, his power will jump all the way to 250. Draco Kid of the Flaming Fist nods and leaps towards Mender Droid. There it is again. That roar. Hiro shakes his head. I hope you're ready, Hiro, because I'm about to show you the last type of card. Trap cards! By using the 2 damage you just gave me, I'll play this card in response to your attack. Aika throws a card from her hand into the drop zone. Go! Targeted missile strike! With this, your attacking creature is destroyed. What? Drift Kid of the Flaming Fist is stopped mid-lunge by missiles that shoot out from behind Aika that hit and destroy it. So that's what trap cards do. Right, they can activate at certain timings, but when they go off, they can change the game. That's brutal. The newbie doesn't even know what hit him. To be fair, he didn't know traps could do that. That might be it right there, honestly. He did his best. Hey, don't count me out yet. You said traps can only activate a certain time, right? Well, here, have a taste of my trap card, Fire Blast! Fire Blast? Here? That's right. By paying 2 when you play a spell or a trap, I can deal 1 damage. So go, Fire Blast! Fire blew from the card and blasted Aika directly. The barrier forms around Aika but is destroyed by the impact. Damage check. Defensive maneuvers. No trigger. Impressive. You learned how to counterattack a trap card after just seeing it used against you. You learn fast. Yeah, it's just a natural thing to me. Anyway, it's your turn. So give me everything you've got. I'll do just that. Start phase, draw phase, stand phase. My creature stand, my damage is unflipped, and main phase. Aika looks at her hand, then back at Hiro. I call Construction Droid, Imitator Droid, and Scrap Metal. The 3 creatures appear on the field and mechanical parts gather and come together to form each of them, causing Hiro to brace himself as he thinks in his head. 3 creatures. She's going on a full attack this turn. Now it's time for the attack phase. I'll start by having Rulemaker Droid attack your Hammer Dragon with a gift check. Look straight at Aika without looking at his hand. No guard! He's not even looking at his hand? Has he given up? No, look at his face. He's preparing for something. Something big. Gift check. Rulemaker Droid. No trigger. Rulemaker grabs his hand to smash Hammer Dragon into the ground, destroying it and sending a powerful wind towards Hiro. Hiro stumbles in his stance but regains his balance. I'm not done yet. My damage check. Dragon Wings. No trigger. Hiro throws Dragon Wings in the damage zone. Next up is Mender Droid. Aika rests Mender Droid. Get in there with a gift check. I'll take this one too. Aika nods. Gift check. Defensive maneuver. No trigger. Mender Droid threw a punch right at Hiro. The barrier forms around him but is shattered by the impact. Damage check. Dragon Rider. No trigger. One more thing we forgot to mention. Once one player hits 10 damage, it's game over. I have 3 more attacks left, and you have 7 damage. If all 3 hit, you lose. I only lose if all 3 attacks hit. Hiro smiles confidently at Aika. Well then let's see if you can survive. Construction Droid. Scrap Metal and Imitator Droid. Attack! Aika points her hand out commandingly, causing the 3 constructs to barrel towards Hiro. I take Construction Droid and Scrap Metal! Construction Droid and Scrap Metal throw 1 hand each at Hiro, breaking the barrier that forms around him. Damage checks! Fire Blast and Damage Trigger! You take 1 damage! A circle of fire appears and blasts flames at Aika, which causes the barrier to form around her, but is destroyed by the impact. Damage check! Targeted missile strike. No trigger. So what? Imitator is still charging towards you for an attack! Aika arrests Imitator Droid, who prepares to charge towards Hiro. I guard with my damage trigger! Hiro throws his damage trigger into the drop zone, causing a circle of fire to appear and blast Imitator Droid back, stopping the attack. I can't believe you survived that. You're very good for a new player. I am my turn. But with your back so close to the wall, this might be the end for you. Hiro nods. Maybe, but something tells me this one card will turn it around. Both Hiro and Aika smile. And now it's time for my turn. Hiro places his hand over his song and speaks in a whisper. Okay, I don't know who you are, but I know you're calling to me from somewhere inside the song. Whatever you are, if you're going to show up, it has to be now. Start phase! Draw phase! Hiro paused after seeing the card he drew and smirks. So you were the one who was calling, huh? Who are you talking to? Hiro smiles. You're about to find out. To continue, stand phase. My damage is unflipped and main phase. Hiro closes his eyes and speaks to himself. Are you ready to let loose? Hiro opens his eyes and holds up the card he drew. Great Dragon of the Crimson Flames, descend and show your blazing rage! I summon Crimson Dragon, Revan! Clouds appeared in the sky as flames flew up from the card that Hiro held up. Crimson Dragon Revan broke through the clouds with flames following behind it. The dragon lands on the ground with dust behind it. Revan's roar blew away the dust and rocked Aika and all of her creatures, including Ruinmaker, struggling to stand. Whoa! And to think I thought I had this one in the bag. Wait, but Aika should be fine. Revan only has 200 power to Ruinmaker's 250. So wouldn't Hiro lose since he can't call more creatures? That would be true, except Revan still has its ability to activate. And this is where we'll see the winner. It'll be decided this turn. Come on, Hiro, I'm ready! Aika braces herself. Okay, here's where we get serious. I paid 2 and discard Dragon Moves from my hand to activate Revan's ability. I can choose 1 creature from my hand and reveal it to you. Then for this turn, Revan will add that creature's power to his. I choose Shield Guard Dragon. Hiro reveals Shield Guard Dragon to Aika. Revan roared ferociously as Shield Guard Dragon appeared above him and slowly levitated down and turned into fire that surrounded Revan. It's time to battle! Get in there, Revan, and attack Rule Maker! Supremacy Flame! Revan roared and flew towards the sky. Then it dived down at Mach speed towards Rule Maker droid. Looks at Rule Maker, then back at Hiro. No guard! Revan slams into Rule Maker, but it blocks it with its shoulders, pushes Revan back, and the two begin to brawl with fist to claw. It's 250 power to 500. Revan's strength is too much for Rule Maker. No, look, she still has 5 hand cards left. Aika cracks a smile. No, it's over. Those last cards most likely don't have a guard. The camera pans to show the last cards in Aika's hands are Rule Maker droid, extra funds, 2 defensive maneuvers, and a draw trigger. Now, Revan, go! The clash continued between Revan and Rule Maker. Revan pushes Rule Maker back and flies into the sky, catching a blaze. It flies down and dives right through Rule Maker, causing it to explode and destroying it with Revan coming out of smoke caused by the explosion. Rule Maker! Revan lands in front of Aika, causing her to stumble back. Revan roars at her, causing a fierce wind to blow towards her. Whisper and smiles. Good job, Hiro. You win. Damage check. Last resort. The wind blowing from Revan's roar pushes Aika back. I won! I did it! Yeah! I won! Great job, Revan! We did it together! Hiro gives Revan a thumbs up, which roars in response, causing the system to shut down and for Revan to disappear. I can't believe a newbie beat Aika. Well, you did say he was preparing for something big, and don't forget the newbie had the drive to win. What was his name again? Hiro. The name's Hiro Kamado. Hiro points to himself in a cocky way. The group laughs at him. Hey, what's so funny? Nothing. You want to come back downstairs and meet some of the regulars? Checks the time. Well, actually, I gotta go now, but I might come back tomorrow. The group head towards the elevator. Heck, maybe I'll take on Dark and Gloomy over there. Hiro points towards Shoji. Haha, very funny. The elevator closes and the camera goes black, but returns with a slight light in a different dark, slightly lit red room. A monitor dial quickly turns to the left. Alex's face cannot be seen in the dark room. I can't believe it. The plan actually worked. Soon, the world I desire will come. So this is the world of Thera. It's so amazing. The dragons, robots, everything. Want to battle me next, Shoji? Why not? Next time, Battle of Fantasy, Grimoire open.